Well, hello there. It's Mama Jane's husband and...
Oh yeah, Mama Jane.
Mama Jane, yeah.
So, when it's getting near time for a cruise, himself here gets really busy and I don't see much of him, and he keeps telling me he's done things and I say, oh, okay, love. But really, it's very important that these things are done, and if you've got some kind of order, it can make your life so much easier and stops the last minute panicking. And so he is going to explain what he does.
Are you saying I make your life easier?
Regarding cruising, yes.
So, P&O, 21 days before you're due to leave port, to embark, the check-in opens, the online check-in opens. And it's important that you get this done. And online check-in, you have to make sure that all your details are up to date, your email, your mobile phone, your address, your next of kin, your payment card, and your passport details are in and correct, and also that you've got your insurance details. And you have to enter all these into your system. And the reason why it's important to get yourself checked in is, one, it does speed things up when you get to port if you've got your card registered and stuff like that, and you can also upload a photo of yourself, so it just speeds things up when you get to the port. But also then at 14 days it allows you to book things. So
that's handy.
It is handy, because from 14 days onwards, P&O start allowing you to book restaurants, entertainment that are on board. And that means that some things book up very quickly, like the Limelight, for instance. So you need to get in early to be booking things.
And keep checking, because things are released
daily.
They don't just all get released in a big lump.
So Sado here usually checks every day from day 14 onwards as we get
But
closer.
It's worked so far.
It has worked so far. And then when you get to 3 days before, you'll get a email from P&O reminding you to do the health declaration. And all travellers have to do a health declaration. And so we do that straight away as well.
And when you then get to the port, the person there will say, has anything changed? Because 3 days ago you were fit and well. You don't mean to say that you are now. So you have to say, yes, you are.
And that's also the point, 3 days before, where I get the old printer out of retirement, and Mama Jane usually hears some cursing coming from the study. As I crank up the old printer and I print everything ready for the cruise. So every piece of documentation is printed.
And it's all very well saying, oh, but it's all here on my phone online. You're very good. So then your phone runs out of battery, or there is no proper connection. So yes, it's marvellous, but print it also, because then you can put it all in a folder, and the staff are so thrilled when you show them the real thing, because even their systems don't work that well. So it's a blessing for them as well, I think.
We've seen some real in-port meltdowns, I can tell you, of people who can't get the stuff out of their phone. So we have a purple folder, don't we?
We have a purple folder.
The purple folder, with everything in, all partitioned. So yes, that's when I print the luggage labels, and also proof of the vaccine, insurance, health declaration, boarding pass, and we all have it in a folder ready to rock and roll when we get in port. The other thing that we always make sure we have when we go on a cruise is a photo of our passports and our driving license on our phone. So if you need ID when you're in the port, a picture of it is perfectly acceptable, and that way you don't risk taking your passport ashore unless you really have to. So
and in some countries your passport isn't necessary, it'll just say some government ID, which is your driving licence. Having said that, we so far in the various countries have never been asked for it, but it's best if you have got a driving licence, take it with you, and then you're not faffing around with anything, and avoid taking your passport out, because it really is, unless it says you need your passport, then leave it locked up. All cabins on all ships have safes, and leave it locked up.
And then, so that's 3 days before, and then on the day, once you've got through and are on the ship, the first thing you do is go to your muster station. May as well get out of the way. The second thing you do after you've been to the muster station, find a bar, sit down, get yourself a drink, get on the My Holiday webpage that you can only access when you're on the ship, and get yourself booked into things, because trust me, they will book up very quickly. So top tip, don't rush and find your cabin and see what it's like. Don't get all rushing in the jacuzzi, although desperado to do that. Go on My Holiday webpage and get booked.
And it may well be actually that although you've been allowed on the ship, you'll have a certain time that you're allowed on, your cabin won't be ready, because if you're an early getting on, then it won't be ready till late afternoon. So don't presume that once you're on it means your cabin's ready. It may not. Your muster station, as we've said before in videos, you have got to go to your muster station and be your boarding pass will be scanned or whatever, which means that you know where it is. And if you don't know where it is and you've not been, well, the ship won't set sail. How's that for a laugh?
And your name will be called out.
Your name will be called out.
And
you'll
be called out.
People will know
People
why.
will know
They'll
you're
know
stopping
why.
them sailing.
So please, you know, go and do it, because it's maritime law. It has to be done, and that's it. And it's much easier than the olden days.
So that's it. Those are the time scales to remember. 21 days, 14 days, 3 days on the ship. And if you get these things done, things will go much smoother for you, and you'll get to see everything that you want to see. So there are some top tips for you. And it's a goodbye from
me.
And it's a goodbye